Good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to talk about the mini project 3, which is the chemical application. I have the Word documents here, so this is where you get the worksheet, the tracking sheet, and the rubric. So for this part, I have a few questions here. What makes bread rise? How do hairstylists chemically straighten hair? What is the purpose of rust-proofing your car? How do cold packs work? And the answer is chemical reactions. So your task is to identify a chemical reaction that might be encountered in your chosen career. It could be a process that's used in the workplace, like rust proofing, coloring hair, using antacids to relieve heartburn. Okay, it's showing the production of a product, so something like baking bread or preparing tile grout. The product that makes use of a chemical reaction, so it could be like this entire chemical reaction could maybe be like how pepper spray works, or a fire extinguisher, or a hot or cold pack, how a battery works. Okay, describe what is happening during the chemical reaction. What is the purpose of the reaction and why is it used in your career? So the chemistry part, I'm looking for a word equation for the reaction. Also for you to balance that chemical reaction and tell me what type it is, whether it's synthesis, decomp, single displacement, or double displacement. Also describe any hazards involved in the handling and disposing of the chemicals involved in that chemical reaction. So for example, if you're using a lot of power tools and you want to talk about how they're battery operated, okay, at the end of the life of those batteries, they need to be recycled. Okay, so instead of it just being thrown in the garbage, and why we wouldn't do that. So you're going to create a one-page visual summary of your research. Your page could contain written and visual, so I'm looking for pictures. Okay, now it can be a poster, it can be a PowerPoint, a pamphlet, whatever you like. Okay, so you want to use the following sources: internet sources, online encyclopedias, books, magazines, journals, encyclopedias, personal interviews, and don't forget you need to document that. Okay, so just putting Wikipedia is not a a reference. Okay, so you need to put the web address at the very least, okay, somewhere on your project. Your work must be your own, and any plagiarism will result in a mark of 0. So what I want to do is I want to take a look at this document with you. Now, again, if you're having trouble finding your chemical reaction, please send me an email and I can help steer you in a way. Or you're like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what kind of chemical reaction is in my career. I don't mind helping you. Okay, so please send me an email. So we just went over this here. Okay, that's our task. Now, what I'm going to get people to do, in the first mini project, I didn't ask for you guys to use your worksheet, but when I've looked over people's projects, I'm finding that they're missing a lot of information. I'm also seeing some copy and pasting. So what I'm going to ask is that this sheet be handed in and filled out. So whether it's on a piece of paper or if you can print this out, that's fine. I want you to make jot notes, okay, in each of these squares, okay, and hand it in. Now, the method to my madness of this is it's going to prevent the copying and pasting. Okay, obviously with a word equation or the type of reaction, you're going to be getting that from the internet, which is fine, but like the description, the easiest thing to do is to make some jot notes, look at your jot notes and put them into your own sentences. And then that way it's not a copy and paste or a copy paste and then just change a few words. Okay, so that's plagiarism. So I'm going to ask people to do this worksheet. That way you know you have all the information, okay? And it's going to be in your own words. So I'm going to ask for you to submit this as well. Okay, if you have any questions, please let me know. All right, have a great day, everyone.